Good evening, good evening. Welcome everybody to another edition of Tuesday Sketch Shop with no sketch shop tonight. But you get to look at my pretty face and this guy's pretty face over here, my partner Ken Carson. Say hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I see John Jesperson. He's waiting for the explosions. Sorry, we're all about the anticipation. Oh, they're coming. Wait a minute. They're coming. The explosions are coming. But yeah, so I hope everybody's doing good tonight. And thank you guys for tuning in and checking in. We got a couple fun things to talk about. It's say hi to everybody in the chat. Let's say hi to Chris. Let's say hi to Jason and Lucas and Linda Craig and Michael and John, JJ. Yeah. Ken was talking about how you missed his call earlier, JJ. But that's all right.
Come on. No,
JJ's
been under the weather, so I'm glad he's on because now I know that he's okay.
Exactly.
That's the important thing.
But I hope everybody's doing good, and we missed you guys this week.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, buddy. No, I was just saying I hope everybody's had a good week, and we got some fun stuff to talk about, and some sad stuff to talk about in the world of comic book art. And I think everybody is pretty much aware of this. If you're not, then I guess you'll be hearing it here. But yeah, George Perez made an announcement today that said that he's got cancer and it's inoperable, and they've given him about 6 months to a year to live, and that's super, super sad. He is the sweetest, nicest guy. I've met him several times, and he has never been anything but gracious and wonderful. And it's just a horrible, horrible thing. And cancer just sucks. But yeah, he's just the way that he's approaching it and how he's doing it with just like how he approached everything in his life. He's just a bigger than life guy, and we wish him and his family nothing but the best. And yeah, I don't know what else you can say about it. If just the testimonials online have just been insanely kind and wonderful. So definitely get on there and read some of those stories because they're all great. I don't think anybody has a bad story with George.
I've never met the man. I do have a sketch from him, but never had the privilege. Every time I was going to see him at a show, something happened. Oh, we got a guest.
Hey, JJ's in the house. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good because Ken texts me things, sneaky things that I don't know about.
Yeah, you got to read those texts, buddy.
Yeah,
that's important stuff.
Or call him back. So that's even going to add more to the excitement.
Yeah, man. New 4C jersey like this.
Somebody was mentioning, look at that thing. Looks like Wolverine took a chunk out of him.
You know where Ken spends all his money now?
I know.
Just
I'm done.
More jerseys.
I'm done.
So do you have an announcement you're making tonight or what?
I mean, yeah.
In a little while. What are you trying to jump the gun here? What's going on, buddy? We got an order. We do these things.
He don't even know what the announcement is.
What's that?
The JJ doesn't even know what it is.
He doesn't.
Oh my goodness. That's I'm not even going to say anything other than this is my life. And it is awesome, and it's funny, and I'm sitting here going, what's up? And then Ken just hits me, and he tells me something that's happening, and I'm thinking, I'd stick around to find out what's going on. And yet I'm sitting here going, I'm supposed to know what's going on. So that's 4C for you. You never know. I mean, Ken just reaching over the magical line, talking to Doug. It's a good thing we love you, Doug, or Ken.
Well, you spoiled it.
Well, obviously
it could have been anybody. It could be.
Listen, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. So, Ken, would you like to say what you want to do? Just push that to the front. Oh, he's on mute. So he's telling you guys on mute. Isn't that nice of Ken?
Yeah, I tried to put on my headset. It didn't work. Yeah, I got to we were talking about Doug said he wanted to do a live sketch up. We talked about him going to JJ's house and doing all kinds of things, and I was waiting to hear back. And then I got a text message today from Doug, and he was like, due to the weather situation, I figured he was going to blow us off at that point. He said, due to the weather situation, I don't think I'm going to be able to drive the JJs, but I do want to do the sketch op. How's next Tuesday?
Classic Mankey.
So I said, well, let me check my calendar. No, of course I said, absolutely. Let's do this. And then I said, okay, so what are we offering? What did you and JJ talk about? He goes, I haven't spoken to JJ. Got to go. I'm drawing. And that was the last I heard from him.
So that's how these official things happen. I'm trying to talk about it. I got to go.
Jeff,
So,
that's how he sets up.
I haven't talked to JJ. I'm drawing. I'll talk to you later. And that was it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
So,
we've officially got winter here. I'm so sorry I ruined that for you all, but I think when we look back on this moment, it will be pretty funny that his business partner has no clue what he's doing, and that Doug has just completely gone AWOL. And I'm okay with that because Doug will do whatever Doug wants to do, right? Doug will be like, I'm not doing sketches. I'm completely done doing sketches. I don't, and he doesn't say it like that. That's me pretending I'm Doug, right? He's my brother. I can do this. But now all of a sudden Ken's like, hey, would you like to come on and do sketches? And he's like, Ken, that sounds awesome. Why don't we?
He's like, JJ, why haven't you suggested this before, man?
This would have been such a great idea.
That JJ's holding me down.
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, at the same time, hey, I'm happy that he's coming on here and doing it. I don't know what he's doing fully yet. So
neither do we.
Yeah. It could be Post-it notes for all we know. We certainly, I mean, trust me, we did Post-it notes once and we couldn't keep the Post-it notes in stock. Just because he decided to start doodling on a Post-it note, everybody wanted a Post-it note. I don't think we'll go to that level, but no, we'll find out. I mean, knowing Doug, it'll be ahead, it'll be whatever, and we'll just have to kind of figure out what he's willing to do and take on. And I will tell you guys this. I mean, thanks for having me on because I'll at least sell it up a little bit before I know more than I know. I will tell you guys unequivocally, Doug does not do at-home sketches. Like, it's very rare. If anyone's ever seen the Jokers that he did on the green covers where he did all the different actors, he did that for a friend of ours. Took a long time for him to get done, but he typically is someone that, when he's at home, he's working. He's got a lot of children. He is driving everyone everywhere. And he loves to animate. So that's kind of his thing. Drawing is his day job. So for him to do that, I would honestly say that the reason he's coming on and doing that here versus anywhere else is really true to Ken. I think he feels sorry for Ken. Yeah. And he loves Ken. I'm totally kidding. Ken's done a lot for us, and we had the fortune of meeting Ken at MegaCon a while back, and he spent a lot of time with me. Ken did, and we became friends during that time. So I'm really excited, and obviously, Ken, now that you've got Doug's number and talk to him more than I do.
And goes through Messenger. I don't have his number. We haven't crossed that line yet.
Oh, I can shoot it over to you anytime you want it. Jeff, if you need it, I'll send it over too.
We'll put it on the 4C page. We'll just give it to everyone.
Yeah, why not? Doug would probably reply to everyone, thank you. It's I often say this. I don't think people know this. Ken, you can agree this. And Jeff, have you ever met Doug before in person?
Only on the call, just the call we had for Ken's birthday. That's the only time I've ever met him.
I think you would assume that someone that to me is as prolific as he is. When we think about it, like we've got the red hood on Teen Titans. I mean, he created that look. In fact, the original look was they wanted the big dome over his head, and he said, "We can't do it. It doesn't work. We've got to go with this mask." So he created that mask look and everything. Or when you think of, there's a lot of stuff that we started talking about that it was like, "Oh, I drew that. I didn't know I designed that." It's not a major deal for him.
Right.
It is for me. But at the end of the day, his stature in comics isn't as important as the fans are and the people that he's around. Am I wrong on that, Ken? Like your interactions with him?
No, not at all. No. Yeah,
he literally loves to talk to everyone that he gets an opportunity to run into. I make him charge for CGC or CBCS, but when it comes to Raw comics, literally told me when we did this 20 years ago, and once that started to become a thing, he said, I'll never charge for my signatures on raw books, because if people hadn't bought my comics, I wouldn't be sitting at this table right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have the lifestyle that I do. And that's his opinion. It's okay for anyone else to do it. Doug, that's just Doug. And I think that, you know, if there's one more reason to love him a little bit more, it's the fact that he really does love his fans. He really does love the people that come up. And man, I'm going to try and get on this sketch up. If I tell my wife, she'll probably try to jump in too.
You know, we'll probably have to do a wheel. I think. I don't think it's going to be a first come first serve thing.
We might. I'm thinking. We might have to come up with something completely new and innovative. I don't know.
We're going to we'll put everybody's names on Post-it notes, and then we'll just have Ken throw a dart backwards.
Well, to tell everybody the truth, I can say this. He called me after Ken's birthday, when everyone was on, and I was gushing way too long about Aquaman's camouflage suit. He said he had so much fun, and he said, I had no idea what Ken was doing until I got on there. And then he probably dug around there and he saw what Jeff was doing, you know, all of you guys. And he just said, yeah, I didn't know what he was doing. Oh, I'd love to. I had so much fun on there. I'd love it. I'd love to come on. I'd love to do this stuff. So, you know, I think it's great. And I think if we did more of this stuff in comics, and we shared the wealth and we spread things around and reached into other ponds, is what I often say. You know, I work with Comic Online, and when I talk to Ken, I brought it up to Ken about how do we cross work together? How do we promote? How do we keep building both of these pools? Because there's the people that are in your pool are in my pool too, but they're awesome people. And you guys have a lot of really good people that are part of the following of 4C Comics without any hesitation. And that's why I basically have told Ken it's the only place that I'm selling original art at this point online. You know,
we appreciate it. Yeah, man.
Well, whether you guys want it or not, you're stuck with me. I apologize. Like a bad rash.
Yeah, we want to be stuck with you.
So
we like it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I could ruin that announcement really early. Stick around, folks. I'm sure there's one even bigger coming up.
Funny you should say that. I have an announcement to make, but this announcement is that 2 weeks from tonight, which will be a couple days before Christmas, we're going to have a pretty big announcement up there with the Doug Mankey announcement, and I can't tell you guys yet because it hasn't. It's a done deal. We're just waiting on the details to come in. But you're going to want to start putting some money away right now. That's going to be 2 weeks from tonight. We're going to make that announcement. And yeah, JJ, you're going to need to put some money away too. So we'll have to sell some more Doug art.
I'm going to have to. I'll tell you what, when you guys got Carlos Pacheco on as an example, and that was just like a bam thing that came on, I was like, you guys are ready to play. And I think that's what 4C does so well. Before I jump off here and, like I said, ruin the announcement, is your ability to weave in and out of everything. And I think try to bring something new and something different and reach out to people. And I know Ken's a bulldog. He doesn't quit. For all of you watching, like, trust me, he wanted to go forward on this stuff. And Jeff, he talks so highly of you and the fact of, you know, what you help him with and who you know. And, you know, you guys work really well together. And, you know, like I said, Ken called me one point and asked, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? And it was like, yeah, no hesitation, because I know Ken well, and he's one of the best dudes in this industry. And I'm super proud of him. Maybe not about all of his jersey choices or the fact that, do you own one yet, Jeff?
I have a jersey. Mine's downstairs. I always forget to bring it up for the show because I literally, we used to do these shows at 7:00 on Tuesdays, but I have something that came up and there was no possible way. So Ken's like, it's fine. We'll just do it at 7:30. That's the kind of guy Ken is. He's just like, you know what? We don't even worry about it. We'll just move it back 30 minutes. So
my last Ken story, and then I got to figure out this thing with Doug before we talk again. And I will help get it straightened out for everybody so they know the parameters, and Ken and Jeff know. I just want everyone to know my favorite athlete. I'm a Duke fan, but my favorite football, baseball athlete, one of them by far, was Deion Sanders. And I told Ken that. And I went to the National Sports Card Convention so I could meet Deion. I literally could meet him and take a photo with him. That was the whole purpose I went there, because I love Deion Sanders. And so the next thing I know, Ken has a friend in the industry, a former professional athlete. The next thing I know, Pepper. And the next thing I know, I get this little video on my phone of Deion Sanders signing a jersey for me. that Pepper brought over. So not only has Pepper touched it and brought it over for Deion to sign, but now Deion signed it and Ken sent it in the mail to me just as a thank you. So it's one of my most cherished possessions. And the last thing that Ken did for me that was monstrous, I just have to say these things. He sent me a Joe Montana, Jerry Rice signed helmet.
Well, I did that because did you break your arm or what was it? I remember you were injured.
I had shoulder surgery.
Shoulder surgery. That's what I did that for.
Yeah, it was horrible. And I got that in the mail and I about cried. So yeah, am I with 4C? Yeah. I mean, like I said, like a bad rash. I'm really excited Doug's coming on. I don't know what it'll be, guys, but I know that it's more than, as we've talked countless times, it's more than you're ever going to get anywhere else. Right. Because we are just simply are not doing much of anything. For him to do that, it also tells you a lot about what he thinks of Ken and what he thinks of 4C. So
yeah.
There's my shoot. It sounds like I'm ready to go to the ring and wrestle at this point now.
Well, thanks for coming on, JJ. We appreciate
you guys.
It. And you didn't ruin anything. It was perfect.
Look at there we go.
And I'm going to guess it might be something along this line. We'll see.
I'm guessing it'll be something along those lines. And the Art Arrive saved, Ken, you said?
Art Arrive saved. Art shipped.
It's already gone. We already sent it.
Gone.
Jeez. Got to get you guys working with me more closely. This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right.
That's on its way home. Real quick, JJ, before you leave, though, if anybody, I just want to show you guys this. If anybody had a chance to see that, I think some of the remarks that we had done by Kubert were shared, and they're okay. They're along the lines of like a simple remark.
Yeah, I mean those are just
those are amazing.
So so we thought we'd share a couple of those remarks.
So
yeah. So the next time a remark comes up and you have the opportunity to get one with Comic Sketch Art or through Comic Sketch Art through 4C, and you have that opportunity, I wonder how many people are going to be on the fence on that one again, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. I can't wait for those to go on sketch prices and say, yeah, everyone was complaining about how much this op was. So
yeah.
I seem to remember that. I do. And I often sit back and just think, wait till you see hopefully what you see is what you get. And clearly those are phenomenal. I mean, when you get a chance to get even closer pics of those, I'd love to see those on screen.
We'll make sure we get some. We always like to ask the people who get them before we post them because we know some people would like to post their own stuff. So as soon as we get some people are just like, no, show it, and we'll throw it up there and let everybody see. But yeah, and those are just the sketch covers, and those are just the remarks. I mean, he hasn't even shown us the ones he did on paper yet, which are just so
amazing. And lastly, before I go, I know there's some of my friends will be watching and such, and for you guys. Obviously, today was a really tough day for any of us in the art world, any of us that grew up with George Perez, and his situation. I'm sure everyone's very much well aware of it. And I just wanted to let people know that, for me, he was, he took me away from reality for such a long period of my life. And he's one of the gracious, kindest, warmest, funniest people you'll ever meet. Often the running joke that used to happen is, if you started a conversation with him, it's similar to Doug in the regards that he'd just keep drawing until he was done with the conversation. Mm-hmm. And there's something so poetic and beautiful about that. And reading his statement today, it was a lot of mixed emotions, but I loved when he said he wanted to be around his fans and his family and friends again. And, anyone who's new to this industry or anyone who's just learning about it, and I know a lot of the people in here are seasoned, so I don't really need to say much more, but if you've never gotten a chance to look at Crisis on Infinite Earths or New Teen Titans or The Avengers or Wonder Woman or anything, that there will never be another George Perez. And I really hope that all of his wishes do come true for him to be able to see and enjoy his life. And, it was a bummer of news, but man, did I reflect on all those awesome times I met him, all those awesome times I got to read his work. And I may just sit down tonight and read some more stuff of his. So anyways, just wanted to throw that out to you guys, and keep sending prayers up to George, please.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's pretty much how we started the show tonight, and it's fitting. He's a giant amongst men, and
yeah, he's on the Mount Rushmore. I mean, the amount of Facebook posts, like usually it's all scrambled, right? We get all this stuff. Every single post today were people showing pictures hugging George with art.
Yeah.
Hugging George with art, telling heartfelt stories. That man has touched so many lives, and I hope that a lot of people will just take the opportunity, even artists now, to reflect on that's how you do it. That's how you do it, because he made a comment about, he hopes that when he leaves this world that he'll leave it in better place than it was. And I happen to think he probably will.
Yeah.
And
I think it was very poignant when he said that he wants to do something with the fans, and he wants to get a picture with a bunch of fans, and the only thing is, if he gets an audio, whatever you get, he wants to hug every single fan, and that's just George.
That is, and I that is 100% him, and I love that he is him all the way down to going through everything he's going to go through. It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, that's it, right? I mean, that's every picture on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Jeff, I mean, that is it. And I just have to say, I mean, that is part of it. It's lovely and it's beautiful. And I just continue to tell artists and people like that, like that's a working man artist right there. And if you've got the opportunity to walk in his footsteps in any way, shape, or form, remember, that's what legends look like. That right there is a picture of a legend, right? There's a fan. There's art, there's an artist, and he's just as excited to be with you as you are to be with him. That means something.
Yeah, that smile didn't just come up for the picture. That smile was all the way up to the picture and all the way after the picture and all the way to the next person who walked up. That's just who he is.
And he remembered people too. That was the brilliant part of him too. So, well, guys, I leave you on a little bit of a somber note, but I hope everyone does take that opportunity to grab a trade paperback or something, send a prayer up. Take a look at his beautiful work and what will forever be left behind, and we'll always have a moment to cherish. And I'll talk to you guys really, really soon.
Yeah, I guess we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like my schedule just got cleared as I'm literally standing in the corner of my bedroom. So there you go.
Yeah, give me a call tomorrow.
J.
I got other stuff to tell you, so give me a call tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, yeah. We got more stuff.
Talk to you guys soon. Bye, Jeff. Bye, Ken.
Right.
Have a great night, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
There you go.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was going to be our announcement. We were going to talk about some other stuff first, but you can still stick around because there is more stuff to talk about. But yeah, there you go. So next Tuesday night, 7:30, Doug Mankey. Do some headshots. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how many he's going to do. I don't know how long he's going to stay on. But he seems really into it. We'll definitely be fielding lots of questions and he'll just be drawing. I'm sure he'll draw whatever anybody wants. I mean, within reason. So. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get more details and prices and all that stuff to you as soon as possible. And he's definitely going to fit right into our wheelhouse. He's not going to be, $500 headshots. That's not who he is. It's not who we are. And he knows that. So they're all going to be right in that normal 4C price range. So hopefully everybody will be able to get one and, who wants one, and we'll do our best to keep them on as long as we can and get as many people sketches as we can. And, that's what we do.
Yeah. As long as we can keep them corralled, but that whole thing, that joke that I always use with David Williams when I say that looks great, I actually stole that from JJ with Doug Mankey. So because Doug won't stop drawing unless somebody tells him to stop. So don't be surprised if next week we do like a 10-minute timer, 20-minute timer, or something like that, just to keep them focused on keep moving.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, we do have a couple, not as big announcements coming up. Of course, Jeff talked about 2 weeks from tonight, we should have a big announcement.
Big.
So that'll be our Christmas present to the 4C family.
It is. It is a Christmas present. Unfortunately, you have to pay for this present, but it's going to be a present you're going to love to pay for. Let me tell you.
It was fun to see that the Comic Sketch Art posted some of the Kubert stuff. I mean, I got a message from somebody who was just like, he actually saw his pieces because he could tell the way the boxes were cut out. It was his. And he was floored by it. He said, "I can't believe that those are the sketches that we're going to be getting." So, congratulations to anybody who took a chance on that and didn't fall into the "it's too expensive."
Yeah, like I said, we don't.
When we first opened up the op, but
and then like I said, we wish we could do everybody at the prices that we do here, but there's just some people that we can't, that we want to give you the chance to get that you can't get, and we have to kind of go by their price structure. We're never going to have Andy Kubert on here live doing $500 head sketches or $600 head sketches or $750. It's just never going to happen. He doesn't fit into that. But that's why we do the commissions, so that you can choose to get it or not to get it. And that's completely up to you. It's not in somebody's price range. I understand that. So, everybody plays in a different pool,
It was the op that ruined the hobby.
Yeah, that's what somebody said. Yeah.
Yeah,
because the hobby looks like it's going all downhill now, right, guys? Completely.
I know.
Thanks to our Andy Kubert.
It was terrible.
But anyway, let's see. So you wanted to talk about those awesome pieces that you just mailed out by Mr. Ron Wilson, correct?
Yeah, Ron Wilson. I mailed out all of the cover recreations. Got those in over the weekend. Jeff actually drove them down from Baltimore all the way down to me. He didn't drive down to give those to me.
I did. Yeah, I did. No. It sounds better when you say I just drove all the way down there to hand deliver those. It totally wasn't to take my daughter to Universal Studios. That wasn't the trip at all.
Yeah. Now they're phenomenal. I have one myself. It's amazing. There was one that wasn't actually he did one by accident. What happened was somebody asked for a cover, they changed their mind, and I told Ron, but he forgot, so he actually did an extra cover, which was on 4C. If anybody's interested in it,
it's up there. If anybody wants it, just claim it. It's all yours.
Yeah. But we're going to do another one. We're going to do another op with the covers. So if anybody's interested in that, before I launch it, you can reach out to me if you'd like. But here's the deal.
Right, listen.
He's not going to repeat covers. Okay, so if a cover was done, he's not doing. We want this to be a unique thing. We don't want him to just sit there and do, 10 thing number ones. We want everybody to feel like they've got a pretty unique piece. So, and listen, 202 covers, I think he did, or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around that.
Choose from if the cover you wanted was taken. But we really like to not do that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to be doing with most of our recreations. We're not, if we have artists, because we think that's a really good thing to do, is to find the artists that did this stuff and do cover recreations with them, because we think they're really awesome. It's a way to own something that maybe you could never afford, because the original costs, 5 figures, 6 figures, whatever it is. And they're more than happy to do them. But we're going to try and keep them as unique as we can. So there's going to be the original, and then there's going to be the one that we do, and then we're not going to do any more. If there's more out there, they were done before we got with these guys. But the one that you get from us, no one else is going to get that one from you. That's it. It's the only one we're going to do, so that you can have a unique piece. And it's like Ken said, you're not going to have 20 thing number ones, 20 of this cover or that cover. It's and he has great covers, but he's got a ton of covers. There's no reason why people can't get other cover recreations. He's got books he did, overseas in England that people might hear and maybe you've never saw. So sometimes you got to dig deep and you find a really cool cover or something super unique. So
should I share what we got?
If you want to, sure.
I mean, it's already been mailed out. If you got a Ron Wilson cover and you don't want to see it, please turn away.
Avert your eyes.
Avert your eyes. So the first one, people have probably seen because I actually posted it on Sketch Prices. But if you haven't seen it, this is the one that I got. So that's
the one that Ken got. The Ghost
Rider cover that I found when I was looking through his covers, and I made an overlay for it, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Another Avengers cover, I believe.
Yeah, Thanos. And Ken can make, listen, when you guys get these went out without overlays because nobody asked for them. Ken can make overlays. He has acetate. He has them, but you have to ask for them. And they're, they're going to cost a little bit extra because he has to make them himself. but he can do overlays, so they look just like the original covers with the trade dress and everything.
This is one I was going to get, but I changed my mind and got the Ghost Rider one instead. And there's an Iron Fist.
Yeah.
This is the extra one, guys. This was an Avengers cover from England.
Yeah.
So you can see Kang and the Avengers.
Yeah. So it's sort of I would think it was his recreation, sort of the Kirby cover for when Kang's first appearance, I think. So he did sort of a backwards recreation of Kirby's for a British Marvel book.
Yep. Yeah, Masters of the Universe.
I have the power.
And another Captain America cover.
Yeah.
And this was my favorite. This was another European thing in Sandman. Having a drink. And then that was that one we've seen before, but there was a request. It was actually for JJ, so I squeezed it in.
Yep. And there are a few of those floating around already because that's one of his most popular covers. So
yeah, and we'll be I'll be launching that in the next couple of days, and also on top of that will be Mike DiCarlo is going to be opening up the same kind of op. He's going to do cover recreations.
Yep.
Now, where Ron is $250 for the cover recreation, Mike DiCarlo has a kind of a sliding scale. There's not going to be a definitive price. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to show me what cover you want. I'll show it to Mike, and he'll give us the price. But it'll be between, I think, $150 to $250 or something along those lines.
We'll give you a range where it's going to fall.
We'll give you a range.
Something with 30 characters on it, and background's going to be at the top end of that range. And a single character for minimal background is going to be at the low end. So you kind of just use your best judgment on how much you'll probably be able to figure out where it falls.
Right.
But yeah, so we're going to do that with Mike DiCarlo. He's great at doing recreations. Like I said, I have a recreation he did for me of an inside of one of the books from The Death of the Family, and it's just awesome. It looks exactly like I envisioned it. It looks exactly like the original pages. So yeah, I was super happy with it. So that's another cool thing we're going to do. And
then we're also going to Carlos Pacheco has given us the prelims to Avengers 750. So I just have to sort it out. I don't know which pages go to which. It was a little confusing.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out which pages go to which which piece, and then I'll be offering those up hopefully by the end of the week. So,
yep.
Yeah, they're going to be they're prelims. They're going to be expensive. You know what I mean? They're not going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. There might be a few that are more pricey because they're more finished, more rendered than other pieces.
But nothing's going to be super pricey. It's all going to be very, very inexpensive.
Right. So and there's obviously there's a few other sketch ops in the works. We might be having our first writer on a Tuesday night.
Yep.
To do an interview. So working on some stuff like that.
Yeah. Because we understand that people can't afford to buy sketches every single week. Even at our prices, you have other stuff you need to spend money on. But we want to make sure that we're here every Tuesday night for you because it's nice to have something to come to and something to watch and something to do. And we don't want to just have you talking to me and Ken all the time. So we've been talking to a lot of creators about just coming on and just having a conversation. We can field questions from anybody in the chat, and we just come on for a little while and pick their brains and talk to them about the business. And, they can tell stories. And, that's just sort of like the Jim Shooter thing, only without the remarks, and just have fun conversations with people. And so we're going to add that into the 4C thing. We'll probably do it, there's going to be like, once a month thing. Hopefully, we can do something like that where we can, have somebody in and just talk to them and hang out. And that'll be pretty cool, I think.
And we have another regular show that might be happening. That's going to be kind of a big one. We'll talk about that when the time comes up. There's so much stuff going on, guys. I mean, I can't even. 2022 could be just,
gigantic. Yeah, listen, the thing that that's another thing we can't talk about yet because it hasn't really come to fruition. This thing is going to be, it could be, it could basically pull our reach so far into other genres that it's insane. And you guys are just going to be blown away by it. So we can't wait to tell you about that when that comes around. I can't wait. I wish I could make the announcement. I really do, guys. I really wish I could make the announcement that I'm making in 2 weeks tonight. I so want to. We tried to get everything worked out. It just didn't work. And then we've got JJ and Doug next week. We're not going to do that. So we figured make it a Christmas present, give you guys time. And I guarantee anybody who's like, well, I'm not going to start putting away money until I find out, you want to start putting away money now. Put a little bit, just slide it over into a separate thing. I'm telling you, everybody's going to want this.
Jason asked, will Mike DiCarlo do one? He did it covered last time I did one that he did not do.
Yeah.
So,
I think he's more than happy to do other recreations of other people's covers, not just his own. Like he did a Death in the Family cover. Now, if anybody knows the Death in the Family, Jim Aparo did all the interiors. Mike DiCarlo inked all the interiors, but Mike Mignola actually did all the covers. He did them all himself. Well, DiCarlo did an insane recreation of the last cover where Robin gets killed and it's just bloodied Robin, and he did it, and it was perfect. It looked exactly like the actual cover. So he can definitely do that kind of work. So if you're looking for another cover you just want him to recreate, he's your guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're definitely going to try to do stuff like that for sure. That's the plan. Yeah. I mean, going into 2022, just so you guys kind of understand, we're not planning on doing sketch shows every week. We're planning on doing a Tuesday show every week, but it's not going to be always sketches because we don't want to just bleed you guys dry, because we offer commissions and we offer art drops and all that kind of stuff, So we want to keep things moving and flowing. So maybe twice a month, sketch ops. If the wind blows the right way, maybe 3 times a month, maybe only once a month.
Yeah, that's exactly. If we get artists and they're good artists and they're offering us to come on and they pick dates and we might have a whole month booked, but we're not counting on that. We're counting on trying to do other programming and other stuff because like I said, mixed between every one of these things. If we were doing a sketch op every week and then we were doing commissions every other week, you guys are going to have nothing else. All you're going to be doing is just spending money. And we love, we want to get you good art, and we know that you guys like that, but we also know you guys need to have a life. And you need to be able to do other things. And we don't want you to feel like you missed out on something. So it's just easier if we can spread it all out over a little while longer. And we just give you some free content, something you can just enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
I missed that comment you put up.
Somebody said, well, Mike DiCarlo do a recreation of a Ron Wilson cover. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Twice a month is nice, Jason. I think that's a good mix. Mm-hmm. But of course, there's gonna be JJ is gonna be doing art drops. I don't know if he's gonna he wants to do them every month, but I don't think that'll happen.
I think we're gonna try to do them every 2 or 3 months. I don't think we're gonna do it.
I would actually love to do one with we're working with the Arholic guys over in Spain. I would love to do one with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point we might do something like that. And of course, they're not the only guys we work with. There's there's Yoshi, Ryan Benjamin, and a few other guys he works with. So always we're going to just keep bringing people in as much as possible to work with.
And like I said, we love reaching across the aisle. We love working with all these other people. I don't know if anybody watched the Dueling Dealers last night, but at the very end of the show, Bill gave us a shout out because we've actually had Bill on this show before. There's a great show that Bill actually came on and started our show for us here. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's a great one. I need to go back and figure out what the title of that episode was, but it was
when we did our first Dueling Dealers.
Oh, that's right. We did our art drop. We did our dealing. I don't know what we called it. I can't remember what we called it, Ken.
Yeah,
but yeah, he came on and it looked like it was one of his episodes. I mean, that's the thing. That's the stuff that we do. We're all in this together. There's enough to go around, and we would love to have people come into our house and go into their house, so we can all get a little bit of everybody, so we can all get all the art to the people. I mean, you guys are the reason why. The reason Ken and I are you guys. I mean, I think the people that run those businesses, a lot of them started off as guys like us and girls, and it's just it's. Like I said, we're all in this, and we all can. There's enough to go around for everybody.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. But let's see if anybody has any other questions about anything that we can talk about. What else? Craig Hamilton's working on his list. I put it open for 6 or 7 openings. We only got 5, but I think he's already started working on these. He's going to knock them out. He's trying to get them done before Christmas. So those might go out super, super soon. So when you guys see those drop, your jaws are going to drop, because he already sent me prelims for a couple of them, and he's already working here. I already know what JJ got one, and I already saw a prelim for JJ's, and it's nuts. It's great. And he's been killing it. Trying to think. I
was gonna send a kind of a nasty email yesterday. Not nasty, but just wondering where was my Jeff Isherwood commissions that are a few months old. And the package arrived, and boom,
yeah,
there they were.
Right,
and they are amazing. I almost cursed. They are really, really good.
Yeah, we're tightening up on most of the lists. Most of the lists they're a little older. We're finally getting them all. Everything's getting wrapped up.
Well, I'll leave my phone like this and see who's the first one who's going to text me before you do. Bill's still working through the commissions. Okay, he did like 2 last week, so he still got some more to do. I actually refunded somebody who was complaining about the time. Okay, take your money back. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Right.
But he's working through it. I will not open another commission list with Bill until he's finished, and he knows that. So at some point, he's gonna have to, turn it up and get it done. He's working on that. He really is.
Yeah.
You understand, these guys are working artists. He has to pay the bills at home too.
Yeah.
So if
he's doing covers right now. He's doing
merchandising work for the Simpsons, for all kinds of stuff. So
yeah,
he's working. He'll get to him. Assad Ribic. Anthony, I talked to Anthony yesterday and today. He's trying to get an update from Assad. I know it's been a long time. It wasn't, this got pushed back a million times. Honestly, I have no skin in the game when it comes to this Assad Ribic thing. I basically just let Anthony use 4C to do this up.
Right.
So, you can come to me for it, but I have to ask Anthony because it's all Anthony. So you're almost better off just going right to Anthony with it if you have a real question about what's going on with Assad, because everything I keep saying is he's working on it. So that's the only thing I can say about that stuff. I don't know if there's anything else. David Williams, he is currently working on the color commissions. When he's finished with those, he'll ship them all to me. Hopefully, if he's in the chat room. No, he's working through it. He's working.
Yeah. The second Frank Miller op is still going to be. We're doing it, and next year it's going to be in January or February. He's coming down to Florida. The op's going to happen there. So those pieces. So anybody who's like, do we have any? As soon as we have word, we'll tell you. We're always super honest with you guys. We always tell you everything that's going on. If we don't know, we let you know that, and we try to be as completely upfront with you. We're not like a lot of other places where they give you the runaround. If you physically cannot wait any longer for anything that you've gotten from us, we're more than happy to give you your money back. We want to give you everything right away, but we're not the ones drawing it. We just have to rely on other people. But we want to make you as happy as possible. People who've been waiting years for stuff, and I know people who don't like to wait more than a month for stuff. Whenever you're comfortable, if you're not comfortable waiting any longer, just let us know. But I'm telling you, the stuff's going to get done. It's not going to get ignored. It's not going to get, these people are still in the business. They're still doing stuff. You just got to bear with us, and we're going to keep pushing them, and we're going to get the pieces to you because we want to, because that's our job. That's what we're doing here for.
Yeah. Somebody asked is there a way to get advance notice? Yeah, here. I mean, we try to
here Tuesday nights. I mean,
I don't know what else to say. I mean, we try to give you as much advance notice as we can. We don't just drop ops. I mean, I will sometimes if I don't think that they're, it doesn't deserve an announcement, something we've done before.
Right. And you have to understand, like the Andy Kubert op and the Frank Miller op that we did the first time, those were things that it was like, if you want to do them, you have to do them now. So we couldn't. It was either don't do them or do them now. So we couldn't give more than like a few weeks notice on those because we had to do them now. This one, we're telling it to you 2 weeks from tonight. You're going to have plenty of time to do what you need to do for this op. Okay. It's not going to be one where it's going to be like you've got, 2 days to. You're going to have plenty of time, weeks, probably over a month, probably a little longer than that, to get your money together, to get, if there's books involved, any of that stuff, you're going to have plenty of time. So here's your advance notice. Now I can't tell you what your advance notice is for, but I'm telling you, you're going to want to do this. So just, just hold on. As soon as we can tell you, we will. I promise.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is Strowman opening up a sketch lust?
Absolutely not. No, that's not happening, guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, with Larry, the best way to get something from Larry is that he just does what he wants to do, and we get it from him, and we give it to you that way through a drop. Or you can try and catch him at a show. He will be, for the first time ever, in the great city of New Orleans, Louisiana, in about 3 weeks with Ken and I and Russ Braun and Mr. Ron Wilson. We'll all be attending that show. If you want, if you're in the area, that'd be a good way to get him. Larry's going to be doing a lot of shows this year, so that's pretty much the best way to try to get a piece from him. We cannot open up a home list, like I said. When Larry lives way far away from both of us, so we can't make him do what he doesn't want to do, what he's doesn't feel like doing, and so he just draws. He draws whatever moves him. And then he shows us the drawings, and we get the drawings from him. We offer them to you guys. But as far as picking characters and making him do stuff, it's Larry does what Larry wants to do, and that's why we listen. Larry was the first guy here at 4C. He was our number one guy. He's always going to be our number one guy. And we're working with him within the constraints that he likes to work in. I mean, I'll tell this too. This is a funny story about MegaCon. Larry had a whole bunch of art, a ton of art he brought with him. I took all this art. He had it all individually wrapped in those little flimsy, plastic things. I took them all out of there. I put them all in a nice portfolio. I laid it all out in front. And Larry came in and he said, "Where's my art?" I was like, "It's in the portfolio." He goes, "I don't like it like that. I want it all spread all over the table." So I took 30 minutes to put all that. So I had to pull everything out and put it back into the plastic things and spread it all out over the table because that's how Larry wanted it. That's and right. You know what? That's how he wanted it. He's a unique guy who does unique art, and you know what? He sold a bunch of pieces, so it works for him, and that's what he likes. And that's Larry. Oh, there you go. There's some more of the insanely great pieces.
Remarks.
Mm-hmm. Leah.
I think the two that we show were actually head sketches.
The two in the middle, the top middle ones are head sketches. These are
remarks here.
Right.
Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Sabretooth. Like those, all the bottom ones are remarks.
Right.
Yeah.
So. And the top ones, except for the one smaller Gambit, are all headshots. So you definitely, like I said, they're all basically very similar in sketching. The only difference is the size. So, definitely missed out on that opportunity if you didn't jump on it. Listen, I'm going to be straight up with you. I was back and forth on getting something for a really long, literally back and forth every single day on whether I was going to get something or not.
Every day.
And I missed out because I didn't get anything. And I am a huge Andy Kubert fan. I own a ton of Andy Kubert art. I would have loved to have him do something for me, but I was trying to be good and trying to be, to watch my wallet a little bit. And, and now I'm so regretful right now. I'm with anybody else who passed. I'm with you too. So next time I should need to listen to myself.
Next time. Speaking of next time.
If there is, there might not even be one, which would be even worse. And I think the George Perez thing has showed us that. Like George Perez is a great person, and it's incredibly sad what's happening to him. And like I said, cancer, it just sucks. But to look at it from another thing is, it's just like all this stuff is fleeting. And if these people are like heroes of yours and you want to meet them, you never know. You never know how long you're going to have to tell these people how much you enjoy their work and how much you love everything they've done and how much their stuff meant to you. So it's like, I'm not telling you every single op you don't pass on, but if it's somebody you really, really want, you never know. Life's a funny thing like that. So I'm gonna regret not getting something from this op if we never get a chance to work with Andy again, because just look at them. They're just, we don't even have them in hand. That's just the ones they showed. And we had a ton of, that's not even, like I said, the paper ones. That's just the sketch, the covers that we sent out.
Yeah, I think there were more paper sketches than there were sketch covers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so, that's just to show, because the next one we're announcing in 2 weeks, it's going to be like that. So
yeah. So see, we give you a little, listen. Yeah. If you like the Andy Kubert op, you're going to want to be on this in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah. Next week, Doug Mankey. 2 weeks, right here. for our Christmas present sketch op to you, the people. Let them eat cake. No, wait, that's not right. I don't want to say that.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I don't know if we got anything else to talk about tonight, Ken. Or is that about it?
That's it, man. I think I got everything I needed to get off my chest. Somebody asked about Alex Rigel. Update on Alex Rigel. We don't really work with Alex much anymore. I love the guy. I spoke to him a couple of days ago for his birthday. I actually sent him some. I sent him some cash. Adam's never going to happen, Matthew. Sorry.
Adam doesn't work with the same people that we're working with for all these for the Andy Kubert. It's not. Yeah, he's Adam's on he's on his own little thing now. So yeah, he doesn't really do anything with. So unfortunately, yeah, we're never going to get Adam. We'll never say never. Never say never, but we're not going to be able to.
We're not doing that right now. But again, back to Alex. I mean, I would love to work with him again, but he's just going to have to, he's got to get some stuff cleaned up first. He's got a lot of old art out there, so he's got to fix that. And he will. He's determined.
Listen, we love Alex. Alex has not burned any bridges with us. We would love to have him back under the rain. We just want to make sure when he comes back, he's completely clean. All of his past stuff's all done up, so we can just keep him working and keep him doing stuff. He's doing another work now. He's doing another book. So he's a great guy, and he's really good to his fans, and we just love him to death. We can't wait, for him to be done. And hopefully, when he gets all that stuff straightened out, he'll want to come back, and we'd love to have him.
Pacheco, he did a little more than half of the head sketches, which I think are en route to me.
Yep.
He told me last week he was shipping them out. And he said that Carlos was going to be finishing up the rest this week. So I haven't seen them yet. They are coming from Spain. So
yep. And he did. The reason why he just did half and sent them out was because Carlos got ill. He was a little ill, so he wasn't working for a little while.
A couple of days to
And then and they didn't want us to wait too long, so they decided to send the first half. And then but he's better now. He's feeling better, so he's finishing up the rest of them. And
I know it's been like a week.
Yeah, exactly. That's been such a long time. I mean, what did we do that op like 2 weeks ago? Right?
Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks on Friday, I think. Yeah. So I mean, if that's the news we got. Please don't ask me questions about the stuff I just talked about.
So everybody, don't get on your phones right now and go, "Where's my sketch to Ken?" That's what's our favorite thing is after we answer everybody's questions, somebody's like, "Well, where's mine?" I know you told everybody else about theirs, but where's mine?
You weren't talking to everybody else. You're going to tell me where mine is. Mine's on the way, right? Yeah. Trust me, if I had news about anybody's specific piece, I would tell you.
Absolutely.
If anybody who communicates with me doesn't realize this by now, I will communicate with you very openly and respond quickly to messages. I'm not ducking you. If I don't answer, that means I'm busy, sleeping, or doing something. I don't want to answer the phone at the moment. But I'll get back to you. It could be 2 a.m. If I wake up to go to the bathroom at 2 a.m, I'll start responding to messages I got while I was sleeping. So, I'll get to you, but asking me a question after I've already answered the question.
He'll still answer you, but every once in a while you're going to get a little,
for anybody who gets a snarky remark from me sometimes, that's the reason why, and I apologize because you may have gotten it because of the other 3 guys before you who are irritating me, but
we really try not to be, but it's just sometimes, every once in a while, the kettle boils and it's got to make us whistle. And then, but we love every one of you guys, even the ones that message us all the time. We love you guys. It's like I said, it's just sometimes, it's life. Sometimes you get kicked enough times and you bounce back a little bit, but we try not to, and we're working on it. We really are. And we understand you guys, you guys send us money and you work hard for your money. And we want to get you everything that you're asking for as a timely manner.
We work hard to make sure you feel like you got a value for your money. I know some of the mystery envelopes have landed out there. I hope everyone's liking them. I mean, of course, there might be somebody out there who goes, "Oh, I don't like either of these characters," or something like that. So I put up a trade post, so you guys can maybe trade some stuff and maybe get what you wanted at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about mystery envelopes. I do my best to stock them and make sure that there's as much even value in each piece that I possibly can. But it's not gonna be a hit for everybody every time.
Yeah. Unless anybody has any more questions, which we're more than happy to answer, we pretty much that's all we got for tonight. But remember, Doug Mankey, Sketch Op next Tuesday night, 7:30. Be here. We'll probably end up doing wheel spin or something. We're gonna make sure. I know a lot of people are gonna want stuff, so we're gonna do our best to get as many people stuff as we can and make it as fair as possible.
And I hope you guys really. I mean, we keep saying it. I hope you understand how rare this is to get to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, you have no idea.
Yeah, he doesn't even like to sketch at shows that much. I mean, it's just
he may not do a show in 2022.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't do a show, there's going to be no sketch ops. He doesn't do commissions. He can't even say the word commission to him. He doesn't like the word.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a really rare thing, and that's why as funny as it was that JJ did that, he was genuinely not in the know really of what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was telling him, but him and I weren't, talking. He hadn't answered any of my texts or anything.
Yeah.
I even told him, I said, I will not announce this if you have a problem. And he said, no, go ahead.
Yeah. And it wasn't, Ken didn't go at Doug. Doug came to Ken. And it wasn't to go over JJ's head. It was basically because he wanted to do it and he didn't think it was going to work out to get with JJ. So he's like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just, schedule it. We'll make it work.
He wanted to get it started. So, he knew JJ would be fine with everything. So, and he knew they would work out the details and stuff. So he was just getting scheduled. That's it, guys. That's all we got. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by today. Hopefully you get some great information. And, the next 2 weeks are going to be pretty exciting with Doug next week. And then, of course, the big announcement.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody. And don't forget, please, get vaccinated. If you haven't been vaccinated yet, just please get vaccinated. Get your boosters if you're eligible for boosters, and wear your masks. These save lives of your friends. And I want you to see me at a show, and we'll be wearing these masks because we care about you. So please get vaccinated. Come out and see us, and have a wonderful night. And we love you guys. Thanks.
Take care.